So let's swing our arms side to side. We can rotate our hips. We'll do hip rotation around one direction. Awaken those muscles. Start to breathe, settle down. Breathe deeply. Good deep belly breathing. You can switch directions. We can loosen up our head and neck muscles. We can look side to side. A little gentle stretch in the neck and shoulders. You can look up and down. We could twist the head ear to shoulder, a little side stretch side to side. Get a little snap, crackle, and pop. We can do some body tilts. We can tilt our body side to side, open up our vertebrae, open up the hip and lower back. Shake that out. We can lift one foot, rotate the ankle, rotate the wrists. Wake up the ankle and wrists and leg. Do that to the other side. Shake that out. Okay. Go into enlivening the spine. Raise our arms up. Begin gentle rotation. Off to the left, off to the right. Breathing deeply. Clearing the mind. Getting rid of any extraneous thoughts. Just coming into the moment. Glance over your shoulder. Get a little more rotation in the neck and the spine. As we warm up here, you may find you can get a little more rotation. Just providing some space to those vertebrae. Coming into the moment. Lower our hands to hip level. Allow the movement to begin at your core, at your dantian. Have your torso and arms, hands, and fingers follow the motion. Breathing in good positive energy, sending it to where it needs to be. Exhaling any negative energy, any stuck energy, anything we no longer need. Just breathing a little can lock the feet and move into flop, allowing the arms to swing freely, just having this motion again kind of emanate from the core, kind of use our leg and hip muscles to just create that rotation. Allow the hand to enliven the lower abdomen, the lower back, bringing the mind to those areas, bringing good positive energy. Raise the lead hand, bring it up to chest level. Enliven the upper chest, heart, lungs. Bring the hand up a little further to the neck and shoulder. Bringing good energy to all those systems. Joints, muscles, tendons, ligaments, blood vessels, nerves, skin. Breathe into it. Back down to the chest. Lower abdomen. And just relax and unwind. Come back to center. Get back in the stance. Feet shoulder width apart. Back flat. Pelvis tilted down. Shoulders back. Chest open. Imagine the crown of your head is suspended from the sky by a string. And breathe deeply. And check in with your body. Good. Let's bring a little more energy into our systems. We'll do a little pump. So just bring the arms up, allow them to swing down. Gently at first. And then you can enliven the motion, come up on your toes, back on your heels. Get a little more range of motion. Breathing into it. Building up the chi. You can imagine the chi being stored in your lower dantian, that place a couple inches below the navel, internal to the body. You can imagine a little ball of golden light, maybe growing bigger with each breath, each pump. Relax, shake it out. We'll continue our warm-up exercises, waking the dantian. Livening the lower abdomen. waking up the skin, and the internal organs, stomach, spleen, and kidneys, and all those things doing their magic work. Wrap on our lower back, down the lower back. Come around and enliven the hips. Come down and pat behind the knees. Come around to the 3 mile point below the knees. Slap down the insides of our legs, around the feet, up the outsides 3 times. Back to the hips. You can come up and work on an elbow. Enlivening those joints, muscles, inside of the elbow, outside of the elbow. Bringing good energy. Bring it up to the shoulder. Bring good energy to the shoulder joint. Come across to the other shoulder. The other elbow inside. Outside. Breathing good energy into each of these areas, envisioning, using the mind, flow energy to these spots. And we can tap down the outside of our side, back up, down the inside of the arm, around to the outside of the arm, and repeat that 3 times. Livening the whole side and arm across, and repeat that on the other side. We can wrap on the chest, really enliven that lung, those lungs. Take a deep breath in, wrap a little harder, and exhale. Shake that out. Let's work on our immune system, the inner and outer gates. Just tap the outside of one wrist onto the inside of the other. Breathing in good positive chi for our immune systems. And switch sides. We could shake that out. We can move into our first movement here. This is alternatively known as the opening exercise, or I think this is also known as drawing down the heavens. So we're just gonna swing our arms up and around and draw it down the center. gathering energy from the earth around us and the sky, just bringing it down through the crown of our head. Inhaling up, exhaling, coming down, sinking the weight a little as we come down, raising the weight as we come up. Last one. We'll move into Tim's sequence of horse stances. So we'll take a wider stance with the legs, get a nice arch with your legs, knees bent. Might have your toes pointing out a little bit. We want to sink the weight down a little bit, make that really engaged in the legs. So we're going to take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're going to raise our arms up, palms facing down into a T. And take a few breaths in this position. Next, we'll raise the palms facing up. Another few breaths. It's a very strong position here, very engaged in the legs. If you need to stand up, go ahead. Go palms facing out, pushing out. And again, you can envision in each of these positions a gentle force pressing against your palms. And also the ability to gather chi through your palms and bring it into your system. And raise the arms up over the head, palms facing up to the sky. Drawing down good chi from the heavens above. We can place the palms facing down, raining that good chi down through the crown of our head, going down through our bodies, and exiting, taking away any negative energy through our soles of our feet back down into the earth. We can slowly stand up out of the position, bring our palms down, walk the feet in. Just allow those palms coming down to smooth that chi, distribute it where it needs to go throughout our bodies. And we'll finish with a clearing again, palms up and around. And just come back down the center line, evening that energy throughout our bodies. Good. All right. We move into our tiger claw movements. So we'll just start with first tiger claw. We're going to crouch down. We're going to bring our palms up in front of our body, just kind of loose and relaxed. And up top, form claws, tiger claws. Bring them down like you're scraping the wall in front of you. Reach down, palms back up, relaxed. Form tiger claws. Scratch down that wall or that big tree in front of you. Just get into a rhythm here that suits you, a range of motion that suits you. Again, if you've got hip or leg, any kind of issues that you need to make adjustments for, do so. You can make any of these movements smaller or larger, depending on how you feel. Breathing deeply, reaching up, exhaling, coming down. We'll do one more. Come back to center. Next tiger claw will be side to side. So we're going to bring our hands up the center line. Going to rotate. I'm rotating to my right, my left arm with my claws out, coming down, right arm back, coming down, sinking the weight down, back up the center. Rotate to the other side. One arm forward, one arm back. Bringing those strong tiger claws down in a very powerful, engaged motion, movement. Again, get into a rhythm. Breathing up, breathing in on the way up, exhaling on the way down. Imagining that chi building, bringing us good strength and energy and strength envisioned in that tiger form. I don't want you to think about the Detroit Tigers. Go Red Sox. We'll do one more on each side. Come back to center. Relax. Last tiger movement will be tiger emerging. So we're going to sink the weight a little bit, scoop down, bring those tiger claws up crossed in front of the body, and rotate the hands, swing the arms out and around and down again. So breathing in, coming up, crossing the arms, rotate out, around, and down. Find a good rhythm for you. Breathing deeply, noticing your body. Got some activity with the legs here a little bit. And again, engaged with the powerful motion of the tiger claws and the arms. Do a couple more. Last one. Okay. Next one will be a little more, it's called playing with water. And I'm just gonna, again, kind of reach down, scoop up some water, and toss it out and around like a fountain. So this is a similar type of movement. You can envision your hands reaching down into a lake or a pond and scooping up some water and just tossing it up above the head. Have it splash all around us. Do two more. Next exercise will be holding the ball. And we're just gonna begin with holding a ball in front of our abdomen, a little beach ball maybe, or red rubber ball. And let's just start with some pulses. Just put a little pressure on that ball. Move your hands a little bit closer and a little bit farther apart. You feel the pressure of pushing on the ball and having the ball push back on you. And then I'm gonna bring my right hand, I'm gonna shift my weight to my right side, bring my right hand down about hip level, and the left hand above it, holding the ball on this side. Then we're gonna rotate back to center, and then rotate off to the other side, shifting, again, I'm shifting my weight right to left. We'll just get into a motion here, shifting the ball back and forth, right to left to right. Just breathing deeply. Imagine holding that ball, rotating it, getting a little bit of rotation in our hips, a little bit of range of motion in our hips and legs. Kind of feeling the presence, the pressure of that ball between our palms. We'll do one more on each side. Hold the ball on the right. Hold the ball on the left. And come back to center. And we'll begin with that same basic position. We'll move into parting the horse's mane. So we're going to start by holding the ball off onto my right. My right hand's below my left hand. I have my weight shifted right. I'm going to rotate that, just holding that position, rotate that all the way to the left. I'm going to take my lower hand and just raise it up as a diagonal while I lower the upper hand, almost like stroking a horse's mane. So I end up with my arm out at a 45-degree angle and that other hand down. Then I'm going to bring this lower hand over and face the palm up and lower that upper hand and repeat that motion in the other direction. Okay, coming up at a diagonal from my lower right to my upper left. Let's see, bring that arm over, lower that hand, and move off to the upper right. Hand over, lower to hold the ball, raise the hand up, parting the horse's mane. Get into a rhythm here that works for you. Try and make this a continuous motion. You can try to coordinate the breath as well. Just a little side to side motion. Shifting the weight. Getting some extension in your arms. Do one more on each side. Come back to center. Shake that out. We'll take a little bit of a wider stance. We'll move into the next exercise, cloud hands. Again, we'll sweep one arm down and across up to the height of the ear. Just follow that hand as it moves across, shifting the weight from left to right. Then exchange the hands and arms and shift to the other side. You can follow the movement of that upper hand with your gaze. Just find a speed and a movement that suits you. Breathing deeply, noticing your body, clearing the mind. Do one more motion on each direction. Come back to center, walk that back in. Just pause here a moment. Get back into our stance. Pause here and notice how the body feels. Good. Okay. Move into teacups. We'll do teacups. It's a shame Maury isn't here, but we'll send him good energy for his appointment.
Smile in the mind.
Smile in the mind. Excellent. So I'm going to put one hand on one hip just to kind of anchor that side. I'm going to raise my other arm up as if I'm holding a teacup. I'm going to rotate that teacup forward and down, shifting, making a little opening, shifting my weight over and down, rotate that teacup up and over the head and back into the original position. So down, around, swing it through, rotate back, up and over the original position. And just try to get into a continuous motion here that works for you. Breathing, not allowing that tea to spill out of the cup. Getting a good spiral motion with the arms and the hands, the wrist. Imagine that feeding good energy into all of our DNA. Very good side to side motion with the hips. A little good stretch to the sides. One side and then the other. With the whole body movement going on here. We'll do one more. We'll work on the other side. Hand on the hip, holding the teacup, shifting, making some room, swing that arm through and back, and up, over the head, back to the original position. Swing through, spiral back and up, around to the original position. Get into a rhythm on this side. You may find one side is harder to do than another, or you've got kinks or issues with an arm or elbow or shoulder or wrist on one side and not the other. Just make any adjustments as necessary. And try to achieve one nice, smooth, continuous motion, breathing deeply, sending energy where it's needed. Do one more movement on this side. Back to position. Come back to center. And shake that out. Good. Let's move into some crane exercises. We'll begin by just loosening up our ankles. We're going to shift our weight to one side. I'm shifting to my right, putting my weight on my the outside of my right foot, the inside of my left foot. Hold that, get a good stretch in the feet and ankles. Then repeat that, shifting weight over to the other side. A good stretch in the feet and ankles and the hips. And just stretch side to side. And getting a good warm up, good massage to those feet. Again, working, this one's great for working on our balance. something we can work on every day. Okay, now we can come up onto our toes. Up onto our toes and back on our heels. Just getting that forward and back motion. Stretching our tendons and ligaments in our feet and ankles. That fore and aft motion. And working on the balance. We can put all of those motions together, up on our toes, off to the right, back on our heels, off to the left. Just rotate in this direction, kind of getting a good massage all over the outsides and insides of our feet. And we can, after this next rotation, you can switch directions. So off to the left, back, right, forward, left, back, right, forward. Getting good movement in all those lower extremities. And now we can just take one foot. I'm going to put all my weight on my left leg. Just allow that right leg to swing freely like a pendulum. Just brushing the tops of the grass and moss that I'm standing on here. Just try to get a good back and forth and actually a rotation of that leg. A good opening up of the hip. Just try to have that leg loose, just swing like a pendulum. Maybe lead with the toe, lead the direction with the toe. Come back, loosen up that ankle we've been putting our weight on, shake that out, and repeat that on the other side. Put the weight on my right foot, just allow that left leg to swing freely, getting some good range of motion in the hip. If you have to, you can grab onto something, a chair or a wall or a tree. Come back to center. Shake that out. There. Now we'll put the whole package together. I'm going to swing my right leg up and over, raise the knee, place the weight on that right leg. Left leg up and over, raise the knee. And just try to get into a rhythm here as we swing the leg, raise the leg, and place with purpose our foot back on the ground. Really good for the balance and the range of motion of our ankles and legs and hips. Do one more on each side. Good. Great. Okay. let's move into, let's do a sipping breath. Do a little sipping breath here to kind of settle that chi and energy we've been working with. So we'll do, again, bring in one continuous breath. We're going to start bringing into the lower abdomen, the dantian, up to the heart center, all the way up. And then for the first couple of efforts, we'll just take a nice breath to come down, just kind of come down with that breath, exhale, and then we'll center the breath. And the last two, up at the top there, we'll just hold it, get everything tight, hold it, and then exhale with a forceful breath for the last two. So here we go. Sip in again, sip in all the way up, and exhale. Take a breath in, and exhale down the center line. Take a relaxing breath. And we'll sip in again. Sip in. Sip in again. And exhale. Take a breath in. Exhale. Relaxing breath. This time we'll hold it at the top. Sip in again. All the way up and hold it. Up on our toes, everything tight. And exhale. Clearing breath in. Exhale down the center. One last relaxing breath. Sip in once. Sip in twice. Sip in all the way up and hold. Everything tight. Up on the toes. Exhale. Breathe in and out. Good. Let's reward ourselves with a yin massage here. Begin by bringing our hands up, interlacing the fingers, come behind our neck, around the neck, with the palms of our hands. We're going to stroke the front of the neck 3 times, backs of the hands together down the center line. We're going to reach around with our hands, massage the kidneys. We're going to come down the backs of the legs, around over the feet, up the fronts of the legs. Raise the arms up across the arms, hands on the shoulders. Gonna bring our hands out along our arms, rotate, come up above the head again, interlace the fingers, back behind the neck. Massage the neck, massage the front of the neck, palms, backs of the hands together, down the center line, around to massage the kidneys. Good healing energy into those kidneys, back down the sides of the back of the legs, around to the front, the insides of the legs, cross the arms up to the shoulders, Draw the hands down the arms. Rotate those hands. Come back behind the neck one last time. Massage the neck. Massage the front of the neck. Backs of the hands down the center line. Reach around, massage the kidneys. Reach down the backs of the legs, smooth that chi all the way down the backs of your legs, the insides of your legs. And we'll finish just with the hands over the dantian. Do a little bit of dantian breathing. Just breathe deeply, allowing all that energy we've worked with this morning to gather in the dantian. Good. We'll have finish with some centering before we stand in bamboo in the wind. So I'm going to have one hand level of the dantian, palm facing up. I'm going to rotate the other hand out, around, up to the sky. Come down the center line, just smoothing, evening that good positive energy we've been working with this morning, sending it evenly throughout the body to wherever it's needed. Remembering to breathe deeply and take care of ourselves, and work on our mind and spirit and body so that we can share our energy, good positive energy with others, with our family, our neighbors, our friends, in our groups and community. Send good positive thoughts and vibrations out to those in need, being strong in body and mind and spirit. One more motion on each side. Walk our feet together. Place our hands over the dantian. Breathing deeply, standing in bamboo in the wind. Allow your body to go where it will, rock and sway, enjoying our resilience, our flexibility, our ability to deal with whatever comes our way, bringing positive energy to our days, the week ahead of us. Being thankful, grateful. Thank all of you.